All right, I mean we live, but I don't know if we're recording.
Yeah, we're recording. We are recording.
All right, man. Welcome to another episode of Where's My Anime? We're 2/3 of the Where's My Anime show. I'm Jay Sama.
How's it going? Name's Dap.
We're gonna get into it. We're gonna get into it tonight. So what we got lined up tonight? We're gonna be talking about Dan to Dan. We'll be talking about Bleach. We'll be talking about Tower of God, and we're talking about Dama. We'll be talking about all the recent releases for these shows. Dan to Dan just dropped today. Dama just dropped today. So we're gonna get into it.
Yes, sir.
How you doing tonight, Dep?
It's going, man. It's going, man. This was a good week for anime. There was some good episodes we got out of the lineup that
Yeah,
we're about to talk about today. So
yeah,
look forward
especially
to
Bleach. Especially Bleach. You know what I mean?
it. Yeah, so we got to talk about that too. Though. I guess so.
Hey, so how do you feel about Dan to Dan? They just came out with a new episode today. It dropped. What are your thoughts? Initial thoughts?
Initial thoughts? I mean, it's the same for the people that have seen the last episode, man. It's still going strong. I'm appreciating Dan to Dan and what it has to offer. I guess I do have to renege what I said, thinking that they were going to kind of get away from what Jay Sama likes to call the freaky deaky stuff. I don't think they're going to get away from that. But at the same time, it's still an interesting aspect because usually in anime, it's the world that's at stake. And this anime has nothing to do with the world at stake, at least as it goes so far.
It's your reproductive organs at stake so far.
Well, not entirely. Just for one half of the three aliens that came down and took old dude. But yeah, it's still growing and evolving. And it's gonna be good.
Okay, so I want to say on episode 7, I thought, like you said, I thought it was going to be a transition to something else. And then they hit me with episode 8 today, and I'm like, okay, we right back to the freaky deaky alien stuff that's going on, right? You know what I mean? So they bring back the aliens, which I was surprised it was going to be like the same aliens from the first episode. So that was a letdown. I was thinking like, all right, maybe they'll, come in with some new aliens. It just can't be one alien group on Earth, right? So I was like, all right, so they got some aliens going on. They come in there, they strap my boy down, they strap my boy clothes off. He's levitating in the air, and they talking about they're gonna cut off his wiener, man. Like, come on, man. Like, come on, what are we doing at this point? It's episode 8, man.
Well, I got to give you some information that you missed. This is actually the second type of alien that we've seen. The trio is the first one, and then the big alien that Okaran and I can't remember the girl's name, the one that they tag teamed on the first time outside of their grandma's house or her grandma's house. That was the second alien.
Yeah, that don't count. That don't count.
It's still alien. It should still count. But to go on, but to continue what you were saying, it's kind of good that they come back. They did come back because this time we actually got context on what they were actually trying to do. Not all of them had the same agenda. One of them just was hyped on human genitalia, but the other two were talking about like, hey, we isolated this school because we sensed a high spiritual pressure, like, or spiritual power. I forgot what word they actually used. Spiritual something. Which isolated Okaran, old girl, and then I'm gonna just say red dress girl. I forgot her name, but isolated those three from that we know so far. Right. So they're trying to do something with ghosts, which is pretty interesting too, to tie in aliens and ghosts. That's not something I wouldn't put that close into the same category. Supernatural, yeah, but to be like almost one intertwined together, it's interesting. And I'm kind of starting to think or wonder, is the aliens and ghosts working together, or are the aliens controlling the ghosts? Which is some more mystery to kind of open up to the story. So, see how it goes.
You know what? That's interesting, but at the same time, I feel like Turbo Granny would have mentioned aliens, right? Like I think she would have mentioned the fact that maybe the aliens got his right ball. You know what I mean? So like I think Turbo Granny should have gave like some type of insight to that alien construct, if that's what it is. I mean, I don't know. I don't read manga. You know what I'm saying? Nobody on the show does. This is just pure speculation. So
pure ignorance.
Yeah, man. So I really think that hopefully they do something cool like that, man, where like the alien goes and it's all about conquering Earth, and for the aliens they taking reproductive organs and doing what they do. But at the same time, man, like it was a letdown just seeing it happen again. You know what I'm saying? One of the aliens ripped his pants out. I was like, oh man, here we go. I was like, oh man, here we go. So, I don't know, man. I still got high hopes for Dan to Dan. It's getting a lot of traction. I know a lot of people are talking about it. But it was cool. We did get a new transformation in the show. From old girl with the red dress, like got it at the end. I was like, okay, because I already knew something was going on when they said high spiritual energy and she was still there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So hopefully they flash back to the moment where I guess Momo was gonna put her mom's spirit in her or whatever to save her life. Hopefully they have a flashback of actually seeing what happened. You know what I'm saying? Like what happened on I think that was episode 7. At the end of episode 7, because they didn't show it. They didn't show if she allowed her mom to be the spirit of her mom to help save her life because she was dying. So hopefully they show that, man, and progress with the transformation, because I think it was dope. Now it will be interesting to see if her transformation goes better than what's my man's name? Oran. Like I hope Okaran. I hope that it's not superseded by his inability to get busy, right? Because I'd be like, come on, man. You know what I mean? Like you got Turbo Granny, because she looked like she was full ready when she transformed. Like it wasn't like she was just like, oh, I don't know what's happening. You know what I mean? Hey, it was like boom, she was there. Like let's get it. And she started using powers too, like off rip. So
yep, off the rip. I was gonna ask you that too, though. Is that a slap in the face, or is that like kind of incitement for you that they basically have? I don't know if she would be considered a hollow or an wrong card, but it's not too far off.
Wrong card.
How you feel about that?
I would equate it to a wrong card, but like here's the thing, like she needs to be like a tier lower than Okaran, like the way the progression has been going.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying?
I mean, I feel like she kind of
my man was out there trying to do push-ups to get stronger. Like, what are you doing? You know what I'm saying? Get in that weight room, my boy. But yeah. And for her first transformation, like she didn't go bonkers. I'm like, but we'll see.
Yeah,
I'm a fan of transformations in anime shows. So, if you don't like transformations, you're talking to the wrong guy, because that's my jam.
Do not blame you.
Yeah. So where do you think? Facts. So what do you think? What do you think episode 9 is gonna play out like?
I don't know, man. There's a lot of stuff going on, so we're gonna see old girl potentially get busy, if not get knocked straight out. And then I have to be Okaran, probably snapping, because he should be going all out. He should have some kind of I'm gonna say immense, but I mean I don't mean that kind of high. But he should have a good little power up, because he got one of his testicles back.
Right.
So
he got one of the jewels back. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah. So he should have a power up now, which that was a wild setup for them to like give that back to him. But he should be snapping, man. So maybe he'll get like a new form or something, because he has, I guess, newly tapped power and potential. Because I mean, if he didn't have him when Turbo Granny was involved, and now he does have him, and he still has the power and essence of Turbo Granny, Yeah, he should be showing out a little bit in this episode, especially if you're talking about protecting people.
Yeah, for
and
sure.
then I want to see what's better go on with I don't know what they were. I thought it was Nessie that came in the hallway that shot the little water cannon, that old girl.
Yeah.
I don't think that's gonna be Nessie, but I mean it looked like Nessie. But
we'll see.
Definitely want to see how that play out.
We definitely got to see, yeah, for sure. I mean, to be honest, like some freaky deaky stuff happened in episode 8. But I am excited to see episode 9, see where it goes, see how that transformation goes. You know what I'm saying? What grandma at? You know?
Yeah, you know she's somewhere. Wait. Which one? Are you talking about Turbo Granny or old girl Granny?
No, both the grannies. Where they at? You know? Yeah. So, definitely interested to see that. To the viewers, it's coming on the page, coming on the lives. What's up? This is 2/3 of Where's My Anime show. I'm Jay Sama. This is Nice to meet you. Drop some comments. If you got some fire comments, we'll post it up. We'll talk about it. Moving on, we're going to Yama episode 7. What are your initial thoughts on that?
As much as I was hurting on how slow it was going at first, I think I'm starting to appreciate it more and kind of have second thoughts for like the rest of the series, because this is more of what Toriyama. It is what more of a Toriyama project would really look like, or a release would really look like. How you got some nice action, but at the same time you got a lot of very fun and kid-like interaction going on with all the rest of the characters. Like, it's not so much of a takeaway, which I mean I can see why people would be upset with it, because you got Super and Dragon Ball Z. Dragon Ball Z was really more serious than Super and Dama is. But if you watch some of the other stuff like Dragon Ball, and then I could probably even say a little bit of GT. I think even GT probably hit more of a Toriyama style anime than Z and Super did. More Z than Super. Super has got a little kiddish in there too. But,
all right. So without talking on this subject too long, you think that Z is more serious than Super?
Yeah.
In the sense of what?
So I think you get a lot more of a serious Goku in the Z series than you do at Super, which is something I never really noticed, and it's definitely been a minute since I watched Z, but the things that Goku do in Super, you wouldn't think that he would be doing after the events of Z. Like, it's almost a day and night difference on how he acts.
I think in Dragon Ball Z there was some darker tones, right? Like you had Majin Vegeta, you had the Saiyans coming to Earth and stuff like that. However, if you're talking about seriousness, I feel like Super surpasses Z in the sense of the scale of destruction, right? Like in Z, the threat was, oh, he can blow up the Earth. Oh, he can blow up the Earth too. Oh, he can also end civilization on the Earth too, right? Like that was always the threat, right? So in Super, we're talking about universes being destroyed. I just think that it's a major gap between what they were facing in Z and what they were facing in Super when it comes to the level of importance of how many lives are at stake.
I mean, that is true, but even for like the initial battles of guys, like I still feel like that was a Goku instigated problem because he wanted to fight Beerus.
If you remember correctly, Goku ain't called Beerus like, "Hey man, like, let's duke it out." Nah, Beerus woke up and was like, "Yo, he had a dream. He had a dream of a Super Saiyan God or something like that, and went out looking for your boy." So if you come out looking for me, of course I'm gonna have some hands for you when I see you. And we talking about the GOAT. You know what I'm saying? So
but you make it sound like he came in and started swinging immediately. That's when Beerus came in the picture. That's literally like the lowest point that we ever see Vegeta in the canon series of Dragon Ball.
Hey, Vegeta was shook. He knew who he was, right? You know what
Yes.
I'm saying? Hey, but what happened when he put hands on Bulma though? You know what I'm saying?
Yes, he got busy.
Nah,
he knew what lines didn't need to be crossed, or what lines he was going for it.
Hey, I know you get busy, but I got some hands for you. Touch my girl. You know what I'm saying? And that's how Vegeta went off. So, but yeah, man. All right. So getting back to Dama. Hey, shout out to Toriyama. I'm still not a big fan of Dama. I mess with everything Dragon Ball from Dragon Ball Z, Super, a little GT. I watched it, wasn't a big fan of it back in the day. But Dama, man, it's not. I mean, I'm seeing Goku. He's a kid. He's goofy. He's like eating all the time. Like it just doesn't do anything for me yet, right? Like they had one good fight scene in it so far. That was pretty cool. I was like, all right, cool. Him and Glory was throwing hands. That was cool. But this last episode 7, I feel like it was major filler alert. You know what I mean? Because the only thing about the story that progressed was that now the Supreme Kai Goku, the whole Goku's party is now wanted, you know what I'm saying, by the local authorities is there, right? Like that's the only thing that progressed. And they finally got to, the Dragon Ball, Guardian. Like that was the only thing that progressed in the whole story. It wasn't no action, wasn't no fighting, wasn't like, some plot twist stuff going on. It was like, oh yeah, we're finally wanted. And then old girl had a tracking device around her neck. And we finally saw Supreme Kai do something, right?
Yes.
We're 7 episodes in this thing, man. And Supreme Kai finally does something. Like,
yes.
Grief.
I ain't gonna lie, I was laughing my ass off when I was like, oh man, Shin's about to go hit the bushes. Oh, wait, what? They really about to give Shin some action? They about to give him some W's?
It's about time, bro. He ain't no hit. Like Goku was fighting, even Glory was fighting and stuff, and like Supreme Kai was just sitting back, just chilling, watching. I'm like, well, you gonna get in there, throw some hands, my boy?
Yep.
Supreme Kai's supposed to be strong, man.
Supposed to be. I mean, shit. We already seen fucking Zamasu.
Hey, at this point, I feel like the Supreme Kai and King Kai. Well, I think King Kai got him, bro. I think he got him because we seen King Kai get busy. You know what I mean? We seen King Kai get busy. Supreme Kai, not so much.
Nah, I'm pretty sure the only time we seen him do something. Actually, no, I think he did some stuff. I think he did 2 things in Z. When he entered that tournament, and they was showing him like he's gonna be a fucking big badass, and he got fucking mopped in the tournament. And
why?
And I'm pretty sure he fought Majin Buu too. And again, I don't even know why I said fought Majin Buu. Majin Buu swatted the fly. That's what that was.
Right, and then he was so scared the whole time. Like, no, don't let Boo out. You can't. He was scared the whole time. That's all we got from Supreme Kai, man.
Yep.
So, how do you think this fight between Goku and the Guardian Dragon Ball is gonna go?
I don't know, man. I don't know. It's kind of mixed because I can't even get like real hype because if they're not even gonna be stronger than the end of Z. So I don't know. It's kind of mixed on that. Like really, I kind of hate that aspect of thinking because this is before the end of Z, before Super. So the cap is Super Saiyan 3, Super Saiyan 2. So it's not like they're gonna be like crazy strong where they had to get another power up unless like me and you talked before, unless they get like a demon form or they just get a special fusion.
They not be ass.
Yeah. I don't know. I really ain't got too much to say about like how that fight's gonna go. I'd be kind of disappointed if they did get it right off the bat first time, because I'm not sure like how relentless the fucking I can't pronounce the names. I don't know how they're supposed to relentless they're supposed to be. Like I don't know if like once you instigate the fight, like are they gonna keep going till the threat is gone, like killed, or do they let it run away? Like
yeah, I think old girl answered that right. She was like, the last person who fought him, either he nearly died before he called it off. Like it was suggested that don't let him kill you if you can't beat him, right? Like say you don't want no more. You know what I mean? Yeah. Do the no mas. After you get your ass, well, no mas. So I think that was implied when he was talking to the little princess girl. So look, man, I can't even hold you, man. Like I would be content. I would be content if I saw Goku go Super Saiyan 3 as a child. Like I think because look, man, you can say what you want about Dama. It is beautiful. It's a beautiful animation. You can see the money they put into it. So if they gave me, Super Saiyan 3 raw transformation as a kid, like, got you. Like, a little head nod for me. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate that. Give me something, right? Also, and I just thought about this talking about it, because they said that Vegeta can go Super Saiyan 3 too, but he just never did because it wasn't worth it, right?
Yeah.
You give me a Vegeta Super Saiyan 3 transformation and Dama, hey.
Hey, it would be funny if he does the I forgot what they call the form. It's just Super Vegeta where they just do the super buff forms. It's two, but they're really buff.
Yeah, so Super Vegeta was on Super Saiyan 2, but he hasn't done that since the Cell Saga, so
yeah.
He didn't even pull that out versus Boo. Like, you don't understand. You already knew what time it was.
Maybe a little swole little baby just going around taking shit.
Hey, it's funny too, man, because they talked about how Deborah went to go fight the Guardian of the Dragon Ball, and he couldn't beat him, right? And then Goku was like, that makes me want to fight him even more. And I was thinking, yo, didn't Gohan almost beat Deborah? Not even Gohan, Mr. Sandman. Mr.
Satan.
Like, get out of here. Nah. Gohan's like little Elias, the Mr. Sandman.
Oh, Great Saiyaman. Great
Saiyaman. Yeah. Like,
I mean, it's still him. You make it sound like it was like a different version.
It is a different version, because I was like, Gohan, like, yo, I'm in my school books. I'm trying to figure out how to make sensu beans. Like, that was that Gohan, right? Like, he was kind of.
He just didn't want to be known at school as, the guy that can fly around and beat up shit. Like, he still wanted to live a normal life. So the Great Saiyaman was,
But he wasn't like that. Like, his Super Saiyan 2 wasn't like that no more.
You're not wrong. He already started the digression. Like, he wanted to focus more on. Well, his mom wanted him to focus more on school. He followed along, was devoted more to school. So
Hey, that's why Vegeta cursed his ass out. Like, you know what I'm saying? You claim to be his Saiyan, and look at you, you pathetic. Like, for sure, man. So
shout out to Gohan, man. That's the perfect person. You're strong enough to where, man, I still want to have a regular life, but at the same time, I also gotta hold up the mantle of being a protector. Like, it's hard to keep that duality, man. Shout out to Gohan, man. That's some good story, right?
Now, you know what, man? Gohan's like those great NBA players that get hurt and then they come back and they never the same, right? Like, they were at the pinnacle of their career, the chosen one, get hurt, and then they still have a good career, but they ain't never the same. You know what I'm saying? And that's what we saw from Gohan all the way up to last year when the Super movie dropped. So, nah, man, ain't no shout out to Gohan, man. Ain't no shout out to Gohan.
Man, nah, he can't do that. Cause I mean, he does have like a little up and down moment throughout the series. I mean, I give you that. Like, he did take an L during the Blue Saga. But he had the W during the Cell Saga.
but see, that's the thing. That was his pinnacle, right? Like, everybody just knew, like, this is what Gohan was about to be, like,
I mean, not really, because if you think about it, man, he was basically the coach for Universe 7 for the Tournament of Power. He's the one that set up the scene and shit.
Yeah, but bro, he should have been in the end game fighting Jiren with Goku and Vegeta. That's what I'm saying. Like Gohan was supposed to be, no matter how you feel about Michael Jordan and LeBron, right? Gohan was supposed to be LeBron James coming after Michael Jordan, which is Goku, right? Like, had all the potential as a kid, had more potential as a child than Goku even did, right? So at the end of the Cell games, man, Gohan was supposed to go to the moon, and he just didn't. You know, trash.
That's because he's being a better father than his father, and he wants to continue to live a normal life, but he still has to hold up his mantle that's really bestowed onto him. It's not something that he chose as being one of the protectors of Earth.
Hey man, didn't Goku keep a roof over his head and make sure the Earth didn't blow up?
No.
Yeah, he did.
That was Chi-Chi's dad.
Yeah, he did, man. Goku get too much hate for being a bad dad, man.
I don't know what Chi-Chi does, but I don't know what Chi-Chi dad does, but he's the one that's been putting in money for them to be able to live the way they've been living. And then they didn't get real money until Gohan married fucking Pan, or at least piped up Pan to have, Pan. No. Videl. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. Videl. I'm sorry. You got with Videl, and then they had the granddaughter Pan. So yeah. Nah. If anything, Gohan's the one that's a real money maker at this point.
Who? Oh, Gohan?
Yeah, because he married into the family.
Hey man, when I say roof over your head, that means what I mean by that is keeping invaders from invading and destroying the planet. That's what I'm talking about. Chi-Chi dad, they ain't do none of that. You know what I'm saying? So shout out Goku one time. Hey,
we need to get back on down.
Yeah. Hey, so moving forward, man. What are you looking forward to in the next episode?
Well, shit, that's just some stuff I noticed just right off the bat, man. So like the collar thing, they started harping back on the collars and stuff. But Glorio doesn't have a collar. Why doesn't he have a collar? He's still in the demon realms.
Well, also, not everybody in the demon realm has a collar though. She was I thought she said she was a runaway from the third demon world, right?
She said they've been giving it to him by birth because it grows up with this collars grows up with the users.
Yeah, but I thought she was a runaway. That's why she initially got it on anyway. Like her family was. But she's from that. She's from the third demon world, though, right? Like,
yeah, she's a princess. Yeah, like she's a princess.
Yeah. I mean, that's definitely interesting. I'm gonna pay more attention to that to see who actually has one, who doesn't.
Well, the other thing I was thinking, man, because I'm pretty sure Glorio's a glib, and I would not be surprised. Granted, I'm sorry, I forgot her name for the viewers. If Shin's sister, Glorio is. Oh, hold on now. Glorio is Shin's sister's son. There you go.
Oh, so they're cousins.
Yes. So that would be no. That would be his nephew.
Oh yeah. That would be his nephew. My bad. Yeah.
I feel like it might be King.
That's an interesting take, man. That's an interesting take. Anything else you got looking forward?
What else? Yeah. I wonder if they're gonna start doing that from now on, because they ain't exposed, but Shin done dropped his real name, his native name, Nahari. I think that's how you pronounce that. So I wonder if they're gonna start using demon realm names for the rest of the Kais, or if there's gonna be like some other Kais in the future that'd be like, I don't want to use the given name, or I don't even know how was Shin even given that name to be like, I want to be called Shin instead of for Nahari. Like, I wonder if he's like trying to hide from his past or something.
I don't know, man, but I'll say this. Looking forward to a possible transformation with Vegeta Super Saiyan 3. I'm looking forward to seeing the fight with the Dragon Ball Guardian with Goku. I'm looking forward to that. Like, hopefully throw some hands. The animation's gonna be beautiful. I'm also looking forward to Shin's the other Supreme Kai that's with Shin all the time. maybe he get to the demon world. Maybe he decide he want to start throwing hands too. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, keep going.
Yeah. I'm excited to see that too because he's gonna be with Vegeta, and Vegeta's not gonna be like, oh, let's retreat, like let's get out of here, like. Hey, when Danger is there, like Vegeta gonna throw hands, and I was surprised that Bulma came too. So that was interesting as well. Like, y'all got Bulma here, Vegeta ain't gonna let nothing happen to her. So, I was surprised by that. And then the last thing, man, I think it would be really interesting if we saw some other people from different universes because we know that, the demon world is like multi-universal, right? Like they can travel to different universes. So that would definitely be interesting if we got like, universe 11 or no, not universe 11, universe 7 or 2, 3, whatever the case may be. If we see some sightings from, different universes come in the fold, and then like it's like, oh damn, yeah, that's right, you was in the Tournament of Power, or, you was on the sidelines or something like that. Like I think that'd be pretty dope.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna keep your ear out. I feel like we probably might hear at least one name drop of Zamasu. Granted, we probably won't have him, like definitely won't be shown because it wouldn't make sense for him to be shown and then Z Fighter see him too, because that wouldn't make any sense for what happened throughout Z. But I wouldn't be surprised if we get a name drop of Zamasu in the storyline.
That'd be dope.
At least tied in some kind of way. Yeah.
That'd be dope. Now I wonder if they can travel to different timelines.
Who, the Shims?
Nah, I mean the demon world people, like, you know what I'm saying? I wonder if they can like travel to different timelines or see different timelines. That'd be dope too.
I'm gonna have to say no, because if that's the case, I feel like Zamasu probably would have brought that up. Granted, Demon Realm wasn't part of it, so like that would be kind of one of them little iffy things, like, because it's not like Zamasu wasn't a Glen that wasn't from the Demon Realm. So how would he not know about something that he could do in the Demon Realm to go traverse through times?
But maybe not because maybe it wasn't even a thought at that point anymore, right? Like, because we never heard them talking about traveling to the demon world for nothing. So, I don't even know if they're actually born in the demon world and then they leave and go off, or if they're already in their universe after several generations, right? Like we don't know that.
They did. They did say something about that too. I wish I remember what they said exactly, because Shin did say something like, when we were born here, like they're not created in the demon world no more or something like that. So
maybe some things weren't passed down, but moving on, man. We got the new episode of Bleach. Came out last Saturday, man. Give me your initial thoughts.
Oh, I'm going first.
First,
man. Yeah, man, it's all right, man. It was a pretty good episode.
Come on now, don't be shy. Hey, come on now, don't be shy. Let's get into it.
Fuck Bleach. Nah, for real. This might be probably like I think this might be my 4th or 5th favorite episode so far out of the show. So I will say that. That's not saying there wasn't no dumb moments, but it was pretty good, man. I kind of wish that the fight between Ashita and Renji did go a little bit longer, but it's understandable why it didn't. And
it's about to be so many fights. It's about to be so many fights happening. I said it's about to be so many fights happening. Like, they kind of had to have that one episode for it.
I mean, no, that's not even that. Like, really, at this point, like, I'm kind of, I don't know if lost for words is where I really want to say, because, like, just showing off of what Ishida was able to do, and then you put that in concept with any of the other Soul Reapers, they can't do anything. They can't do anything.
That shit, like, literally,
literally the only person that can fight them is Ichigo. The only one, really. The only one.
I don't think so.
Because really and truly, Renji won that fight after he did his last little, when he said his true Bankai's name and hit fucking Ishida with that.
I'm getting chills right now.
like Renji did it right then and there, but just like how Ishida was saying, like, hey, it felt like you held back. At the same time, he was able to pull fucking Renshi from his environment to fucking heal and recover. So if he can do that, so can any of the other Quincy's that they're about to run across. They're gonna be able to go through and heal, taking in the environment's Renshi and keep the fight going. So like it's really gonna be like a battle of stamina, and it'll be more stamina against the Soul Reapers, which again, they already said that as well, that the way that they have the Renshi set up, like it's putting more pressure on the Soul Reapers to even progress through the fucking Royal Palace. So they're really playing. Really, they're just playing the waiting game, just to see how long they can actually withstand going through all the different harsh terrain or environment that they're in that's completely against them.
Okay, so let me give you my thoughts about this episode 33, 1,000 Blood Year War. We're talking about Bleach. First off, if I had to rate it, I'm giving it a 10 out of 10, man. 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. We didn't rate any of the other shows.
We didn't rate any of the shows. I don't approve this rating.
Hands down. Nah, that's the official rating for Where's My Anime show. 10 out of 10, hands down.
No.
But before I get into the good stuff, let me just say, Grimjaw, I was disappointed, man. I was disappointed. Like that whole little sequence with him running after the Quincy and then getting poisoned. I'm like, come on, man. Like, yo, you can't come back to the show and then in the second episode, you in the show, you on the ground with your blood out, and then Ichigo having to come save you. Like, come on, man. Like, no, man.
It's still man.
Yo, you can't write Grimjaw back into the show like that. You know what I'm saying? Understandably, it's gonna be another episode tomorrow. I get it. But dog, don't tell me I got cake and I can't eat it too. You right? You know what I'm saying? Don't give me Grimjaw and then be like, oh, okay, well he just fell down, he's poisoned.
Like, old dude about to eat some cake. No diddy.
No diddy.
Gave him that pink cocaine, it's a wrap.
you can't do that to me, man. So that's the only reason why I didn't give it a 20 out of 20, right? So I had to give it a 10 out of 10. But
I mean, I don't see how that's stops you. I do not see how that's
the Grimjaw sequence, man. Like, nah, bro, that's not it. That's not it.
That's the part that kind of confuses me too. That's another reason why, like, I kind of have more questions on Bleach than answers. Like, I mean, it was still like just for that fight, the fight between Ishida and Renji. I mean, that was still a good fight. But like, granted, I doubt Grimjaw would have took it into like full thought out of pride and shit. But like, I feel like, sorry, I can't never remember the dude's name. The green hat scientist.
Uehara?
Yeah, I highly doubt Uehara did not tell any of the Rockars that's riding with him, hey, your blood is toxic to him. You have an advantage. Right. Like I find it very hard to believe that he did not tell him that.
Well, also
granted, he started, but
well, also too, I find it hard that he didn't explain to him the enemy's powers and stuff like that, right? Of what he knew at the time. Uehara is a master strategist, right? So I would be pretty shocked if he didn't have, or if maybe he already got a remedy and gave it to Grimjaw already because he already knew what that Quincy was capable of, right? But to finish up my take on it, that was the part I didn't like, right? Now we're gonna get into the good stuff because Renji, my boy. Renji, man, this is a long time coming. Renji, essentially, man, he got a dub in my eyes, right? I mean, he's in the Royal Palace. The Quincy's got all the reacts to. He's going against, his former homeboy, his former teammate, and he put in that work. You know what I'm saying? And she done had to keep, trying to level up. And Renji was like, I'm trying to tell you, bro, you don't know everything about what it is to have a Bankai. Here it goes. You know what I mean? So shout out Renji, man. The fight sequence was crazy too. Crazy animation. Yeah. Beautiful. And the thing I like about it the most, man, Ishida's so raw with it, man. After he beat him, he was like, It was three reasons why you lost to me today. The first one, because subconsciously you wasn't trying to kill me. So imagine, Reggie really got the dub if he wanted to kill him, right? You know what I'm saying? So that's number one. Number two, you know, what did he say? Oh, you didn't know the full skill set of my powers, right? Which is true. Because when he put him in that in the little Quincy chamber and it was draining all his spiritual pressure, I was like, come on, man. Come on with it, right? Like fire. Fucking fire, man. And like you said, I don't know how anybody else is supposed to combat that, right? Other than the fact, don't let his ass get it off. So you got that, and then thirdly, bro, Ishida was just like, cause you a soul reaper, you beneath me. You the fucking gum on my boots. I was like, no, Shell. And that's how the episode ended, man. I was like, Shell. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I like it, man. This ain't no Sasuke turn. This is like full, like, yo. And look, hear me out. Now, if Sasuke was like, because at one point Sasuke was like, yeah, it's all about the Uchiha clan and all that, right? But in the way Ishida doing it, it's like, yo, look, y'all murked our whole existence way back in the day. Now I'm back with my family, and this is how we ride it. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, you can't be mad at it. You know what I'm saying? Ichigo's in the middle of it. You know, really, Ichigo's like a pawn for the society at this point. Like, they done so much fucked up shit. It's like, Ichigo, you know, you got to come here and save us, right? But Ishida's just like, look, man, like, yo, I got the knowledge now, and I'm not fucking with y'all. You know what I'm saying? And we're going to take you out. Can't hate on it, man. It's like, you can't be mad, right? Like, you can not like it, but you can't be mad at Ishida, bro. Because he wrong. Straight wrong.
I'm curious, though, man. There's a missing part to Ishida, man. Maybe I'm forgetting it. Maybe they already went through this. But what was Ishida's, I think it was his uncle, because his dad died, right?
No, his grandpa died.
So he's staying with his dad then?
I think that's like his uncle, or he's a Quincy as well.
Yeah, he's crazy.
Yeah,
because he got away from the Quincy's, you know, way as well. Because like we haven't seen him at all. He's not dead. No, so I wonder what his details are.
They had a small cut scene when they showed him. He was just sitting in his study. When the Soul King was causing all the earthquakes and stuff, and people on Earth feel it too. They showed him in a cutscene. He was just sitting in his study, just looking up, like, you know, knowing what was going on, right? That's an interesting point too, because I wonder how he plays in all this. Like, why isn't he with the Quincy's as well? You know, does he have a different viewpoint? Because he's the one who showed Ishida the book, and that's how he got the knowledge to read about, you know, what happened to his ancestors, essentially, right? So,
wait, hold on, wait a minute. Ain't Ichigo's mama, ain't Ichigo's mom his sister or niece or some shit?
I mean, they're connected, but I don't think they're related. But for a long time, man, they used to talk about Ishida like he was the last living Quincy.
Yeah. That was like the whole maybe I guess on Earth like the last fighting Quincy, which was true because the other Quincy's were locked away in I forgot what they called that round. But so
German now.
But no, because even then, I'll still be alive because he still had his uncle, whoever that is.
Yeah, but I guess in fear of whatever the case was, like he just ain't practice it no more. He washed his hands of it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, unless you want to count Ichigo as well, since he's a Quincy too, because he gotta be. And that never really was the last Quincy.
Hey, shout out Ichigo, man. Shout out Ichigo for sure. And also, I'm ready for the next episode because I know Ichigo's gonna go ham on him. And he's gonna go ham because of plot armor and just because he's that much stronger than these dudes, man. I'm telling you right now.
Like I said, he literally has home court advantage, and he's not even at his home.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
But I think his progression is he's gonna have to tap in more in his Quincy powers to elevate himself, along with his soul reaper powers to get the job done.
Yeah. But the double back before I forget though, because it hit my mind a couple of times. At the end of what made the end of Rashida and Renji fight? Did Renji turn into a hollow? Oh, he was about to start qualification?
Nah. So you need vast amount of spiritual pressure in order to release your Bankai. So when you released it again, like it was a shell of itself. You know what I'm saying? Like it wasn't. That was all he had to put in it. So it looked like very skeleton-like, but it wasn't like a hollow.
No. I'm not talking about that. You didn't see that hole in his chest? He not the arrow. Before the arrow hit, he legit had a hole in his chest when he was about to do that. When he was about to release his Bankai, like a hollification hole in his chest.
Nah.
Yeah, go back and check that shit again. I had to go back and watch that.
No. I'm saying like I'm pretty sure it ain't no hollow stuff going on with Renji, bro.
I mean, yeah. He did get his taken. It might be, man. Unless because remember when Uehara did the shit for the captains that lost their Bankai. It came with some Rancor elements to it, so where they kind of hollified a little bit when they released their Bankais. I don't know if they got part of that too, since they went through and got whole new Bankais from the Royal Palace.
Yeah.
But I mean, I was kind of, I don't know. That's what I was thinking, and then it is kind of bullshit that Renji just got that shit. He just got his fucking Bankai, bro. He just lost that shit.
Nah, that was last season, bro. So Renji, in my book, he got 2 dubs since his new Bankai, or since he knows his Bankai full name. He got the 1 dub against the 1 Quincy when he came back, and Ichigo was trying to make it to Yahweh and stuff, and like he was like, "Yo, chill, Ichigo. We'll let you go. We'll take care of these scrubs." Right? He got the 1 dub there, and then bro, he got the dub versus the Ishida to me, man. Like nobody's gonna tell me anything different. He got the dub. He didn't finish it, but he got it.
I don't see how like Renji's on the ground with -100 and and the Ishida's back at 100, if not over 9,000 life points.
If he had murderous intent, he would have killed him. That's what I'm saying. That's a dub.
That's the thing, though, man. I don't think he could because they can pull Reishi from where they're at, and they can use it as a shield and recover. Like nobody really can get the W like that. I don't
think they can recover from the dead, right? Like if they still have their life form, can they recover? Maybe. Yes, we've seen it, right? But if Renji would have killed them, I don't think it's no recovering back from that. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I agree with that. Also, something else that came in my head. I'm sorry, like this stuff kind of just spitting off.
Right, go ahead.
It's weird as shit. That Thor fucking Quincy.
Yeah.
I guess that's his last name. His last name is fucking Valkyrie. Valkyries are female warriors. They're not male warriors. That was interesting.
Well, see, what I do know about the Quincy's, man, all their names are German. So I don't know. Maybe it has a German translation and means something else, or maybe it has some type of German culture on it. I'm not sure.
Mm-hmm. But, yeah, that's something I know. It was pretty interesting, or weird, more weird than interesting, I guess.
What are you looking forward to in the next episode?
Honestly, I want to see what Kampachi and the scientists.
Yes.
What the hell they about to be up to?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah. Oh, my bad. I got to double back because that was some dumb shit too, man.
Come on, man.
How you gonna let your squad get fucking sniped? And the best idea you come up with was keep running. Like you ain't tell nobody. You ain't tell nobody find some cover, nothing. You just lost 3 Soul Reapers. Didn't even know you lost 3 Soul Reapers until the third one got hit.
Hey, did you see Reggie's Shadow Step? Did you see Reggie's Shadow Step?
Huh?
Did you see Reggie's Shadow Step? He was about to get sniped. He felt the spiritual pressure, and then he shadow step. Go back and watch it, man. Hard.
You said Renji?
Yeah, Renji. Before
he never got sniped.
Nah,
when he was fighting. Oh yeah. I know what you're talking about. Yeah. Was I guess that does kind of answer that one question that I was saying. Like if they can't shadow, what would that be? Would that be considered shadow stepping? Because I mean, he wasn't walking on. He wasn't walking in the sky. Like it was kind of more like a dodge. A shadow dodge.
Shadow dodge, whatever you want to call it, bro. Renji like that. That's all I'm saying. I just said that to say that. Like Renji like that. And Kapachi's there. And the evil scientist captain there. What I'm looking forward to in the next episode, bro, you're gonna have to. Bro, where's Aizen? Where's Aizen?
They don't care. I'm glad you said. I'm glad you said that because that came back to another point that I brought up last time. Like, how you gonna team up with Quincy's? Like, they're gonna be essential to your team and what the mission is when you don't even know these motherfuckers.
It don't matter.
No, it does matter. It very much matters. Nah, think about this. No, think about this because they don't know shit about them. All they know is they took out one of their own. Honestly, that's more threatening than it is reassuring. They took out one of their own. No, because right now, the first thing they did when they went over the gate, they said, "You're not going to be telling us what to do, and we're not going with you. We have our own settle. We got our own score to settle." Bro, they don't know what they seen what all the Soul Reapers are able to do, or they know what they're gonna do, and they've seen what they're capable of. They have their knowledge to go take up to any of the other Quincy's. That's a disadvantage on their end.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, man, because head captain don't see them as a threat. If he did,
captain didn't see 3 of his people get shot either.
People that got shot with peons, bro. If they got sniped, they deserve to get sniped.
Those are not peons, bro. One of them was the captain to the other, the ninja.
No
ninja head captain. That was lieutenants. That's worse.
Bro, if they're not strong enough to be in the Royal Palace and get sniped, that's it. Like, get out of here, man.
What are you saying right now?
What I'm saying is, when it comes to those Quincy's who came up there with the captains, bro, if head captain thought they were a threat, if he thought they were going to be able to do something to them, bro, they wouldn't have been there. That's what I'm saying. So it don't matter. That's
so not the point I'm getting at. The
point you're getting at is saying that it's a threat and it was stupid for them to take them with them. However, because they don't know them, but how's the saying go?
Enemy is my close friend. No, that's not what it is. That's not how that works.
What do you mean?
That's literally the saying. The enemy of my enemy is my close friend. The enemy of my enemy. The enemy of my enemy can be my friend, but also be the enemy of my enemy. Yeah, that doesn't make any sense. That's not what I'm saying. They're not friends. They have no kind of ties. They have more against each other than they do together.
That happens a lot in the art of war. What are you talking about? This is a war, man.
We're talking about anime.
Thousand year blood war. Understand?
We're talking about anime where there's writing plots that don't make sense sometimes. We're not talking about real world.
We're talking about war here. We're talking about the Soul Reapers trying to survive at this point.
Then you should be using Aizen. You should be using Aizen as an absolute complete weapon, not using him just for a fucking table desk piece for everybody to look at.
I give you that. I'm surprised they haven't shown where he's at or like what's going on. But I'm pretty sure Yorha already, came up with a plan. Like, look, man, after this goes down, then you come up, or if something goes down and somebody makes it back to the Soul Society, you handle that. So, I'm interested to see it. So next episode, I'm looking for my boy Aizen. Hopefully, I get some Kabachi fighting in there. I definitely got to see Head Captain's Bankai. Like, I know it's coming. I know it's coming. It ain't coming. It is. It was in the trailer. It was in the trailer for this season. It's coming. It's here.
Oh, you watched it? Oh, man, stop watching the end, man. Just turn it off after the end credits, man. Stop spoiling yourself.
No. The trailer for the season before the season came out.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
Yeah, every like they show everybody saying Bankai, bro. Like it's happening, right?
I mean, just because he says it doesn't mean he did. Because he might be like, boom, and then everybody else is like, "Hey, Captain, step out the way. This guy is not very important." I can see it happening because it's so many times already where he's supposed to jump into action, and then something comes through where he's like, "Oh, I guess I'll just save it for tea on another day." Or it's always something that keeps him from fighting. It's always something.
It's coming, bro. It's coming, and it's gonna be hard. It's gonna be hard. You know what I'm saying? I'm very interested to see that. But you got any more thoughts on Bleach or anything you were looking forward to?
Well, I mean, go back to what you were talking about with Aizen. Like I said in the last video, man, we already know what's gonna happen with Aizen. I'm gonna say in the next 2 or 3 episodes, he's pulling up with Momo. He's pulling up with Momo.
Shout out Momo.
Momo will be sitting on his lap. He gonna come through levitating on the chair.
Ride or die to the end, man. Shout out Momo.
What else I have from Bleach, man? Damn, you might have veered me off a little bit from some of the stuff I was gonna say. Hopefully, I didn't miss anything good. I mean, if anybody got anything in the comments that they want to talk about,
yeah, for sure. For any new viewers or anybody else that's just joined in, man, this is 2/3 of Where's My Anime show. I'm Jay Sama. This is Dap. You know, thank you for liking. Thank you for coming in. Drop a comment down if you got something to say, if you disagree, if you agree, or if you got just something you looking forward to in the next episodes to come. So we're talking about, we already discussed Dan to Dan. We talked about Dama. Currently, we just finished wrapping up Bleach. Next, we're going to be talking about Tower of God. All great animes. You know, some love these animes more than others. So drop a comment. Let us know. Let us know how you feel about it. So without further ado, man, we'll go ahead and move to Tower of God. What you think about the new Tower of God?
All right, it's the end of the episode. I'm glad y'all was able to come. I'm Dap. This is Jay Song. Man, Tower of God, I really don't. It doesn't connect with me. I really don't have much to say about it. I've seen last episode. I'm up to speed. The Mad Dogs and the Fug. That's a stupid ass. The Mad Dog and the Fugs. They were working together the whole time. And now they trying to win the workshop to get a new ignition weapon. I'm kind of caught up, but the shit doesn't make sense to me. It doesn't click. I don't care for it.
Hey, so I'm gonna tell you right now, man. Like, I was watching Tower of God, and I thought that Thug was actually Thug. I thought they were saying Thug, and I was like, damn, that's tight, right? And then they say, you know, I'm like, what? F-U-G.
Yeah. Fucking ugly. That's what that is. Like, there's no way that, like, that's how you can tell, like, it's maybe it's an American, Japanese, like, cultural difference, but obviously, Fug is fucking ugly in fucking US, maybe in Japan. It's not something that's in existence, but that's such a cheesy fucking clan name. That's not even something to be terrified of. If anything like that ran up to, what up, man? I'm the fucking Thug. Who are you on my turf? Like, knock the Thug away from me.
I was like, come on, man. You got to come with it a little bit better than that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
But I don't think they ever said what the acronym stood for yet, right?
If they did, I don't remember, man. But it doesn't really matter. Like, I don't think they're gonna be truly important to the end game after the current events that happened in episode 20. So we'll see. But shout out Bam, bro. You know what I'm saying? One of the coldest MCs ever. One of the coldest MCs out. Man, Bam's cold, bro. Like, he just had the epiphany, like, he's not even coming back to the team after this. He said, after this tournament, I'm done. I'm going back with the boys. I'm going back with the OGs, right?
Everybody. Even the Chad imposters trying to join back with the team right now. Like, that's everybody's thing right now. Even the dude that we thought was kind of more Team Fug, the dude with the green, black uniform.
No, he was always... Nah, he wasn't originally with Fug. He was with
not the Mad Dogs, huh?
What's my boy's name? He's on the original band team. The one who was taking care of Rachel and stuff.
Bullshit.
He was on his new team in season 2. So what happened was they split up. So in season 2 they split teams, right? Some of them went it went with the princess of Jihad team or whatever. I believe they're called the Mad Dogs. Some of them went with the Mad Dogs, and then he made a separate team where he was trying to find like the best talents, just like the dude who could run like super fast or whatever, right? He was recruiting good people so they could have 2 teams to try to compete at the same time. So he was a part of that team with the guy with the legs and stuff. So he was already ride or die with the Kilo would look alike dude. I can't remember his name right now to save my life. But he was already ride or die with him, so
yeah. Huge disconnect for me, honestly. But yeah. Like it's just so much stuff that don't make sense. Like so you telling me even right now, Jason, you still don't see the connection between how Shin is like water in this universe?
But it's not like water, man.
It very much is, man.
I mean, it's kind of like a water element kind of looking, but it's chi, man.
Nah, chi. I mean, I don't understand how anything works in this book. Especially when you talk about the scouters and all that shit, or whatever, the lighthouses, light guards, whatever.
Yeah, the lighthouses.
Yeah,
it's an interesting dynamic, man. Like you got the spear, the lighthouse, the glider user.
Maybe that's right, man. It comes off as like sports. Like it's really like kind of like a sport kind of thing. Maybe that's why I don't like it.
You said like a sport?
Yeah. Because everybody has a certain role to play, and they're on a team. Like it really comes off very much like a sport. But like you barely see it really come into play, and it just kind of doesn't make sense. Like you got spear chuckers, you got the lighthouse, and then you got the wave controllers. Like it's
but see, it's like just like Bam. Like he can do 3 things at one time. Like he's a multiple user. Like MC.
I mean, I guess.
Hey, so if you had to rate the last episode on a scale 1 to 10, what you rate it?
I mean, I didn't get to rate the rest of the stuff, but I mean, I'm probably like at 3 or 4.
All right, trash. All right, man. Look, man. So we can go ahead and wrap up this episode, but before we go out, because you didn't get to rate all the shows and the episodes we talked about, man. I'm gonna just go down the list. You tell me what you give it. All right.
Go for it.
All right, Dan to Dan. What you rating that?
Giving that I'll give that one. I'll give that a 10, only because it opened up the world. It opened up the world and it gave explanations to other stuff. So it kind of gives a little more expectation to what the next episode.
Also opened up some freaky dicky stuff. So I see you on that.
Go back and watch Dragon Ball. Man.
No, man. You cannot compare the two, man. It's no comparison.
You really, I mean, yeah, you can. Goku was a lot younger, man.
I ain't never seen no alien whip out a sterilized scissor and was talking about, we cutting some stuff off. Never seen it in Dragon Ball ever.
But you could watch Dragon Ball where Goku drops his shorts and walks around and literally showing everything to everybody. Yes.
Still.
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah.
So what if you give Dan to Dan a 10. All right. I'll give Dan to Dan episode what was that, episode 7? I give it a 7. Solid. Hey, we got one comment over here, man. We got one comment over here from YouTube.
Okay.
That's crazy.
Dan love.
All right, man. Moving on, Dama. What you giving?
Dama? Let's see. I might have to go with a 9 on that one. I might have to go with a 9. They did expose a lot of stuff that definitely helped the story progress and puts things together so you can better understand it. But I'm gonna give it a 9.
I'm giving Dama a 6.5. Filler alert. What do you get, Tower God?
3 or 4. I'll do 3.5.
Okay, and to wrap it up, what you gonna get, Bleach?
I'll give it an 8.
Yeah, one more time for the people at home.
I give it a 7.5.
Hey, that's good coming from a Bleach hater, man.
I don't hate it. I just don't appreciate a lot of stuff that they do. A lot of stuff. It's still better than Hunter x Hunter.
Better than Hunter x Hunter. 10 times better than Hunter x Hunter. Hey, shout out all the Hunter x Hunter fans out there. Maybe one day we'll talk about Hunter x Hunter when they come out with new content, man. But that, go ahead and take us out, man. I appreciate everybody tapping in, viewing, like, subscribe. We're on all platforms. Where's My Anime? YouTube, Instagram, Twitch, TikTok. We post content on the regular, so check us out.
That indeed. Thank you for joining us again for another great episode. And we'll see you next time on Where's My Anime?
Nice.